Hello, and welcome back to Ironsworn Eye of the Storm. I am your humble host, Sergio. With me today, by unanimous decision
I don't think it was
of our. No, it
unanimous.
wasn't unanimous, but we had a Twitter poll because we forgot to decide who was going to play next session, and Allegra won that poll, so here is
Hi,
Allegra.
I'm here. I'm afraid. Thanks,
Yes.
Vince.
Yeah, Vince left us in quite an interesting situation last session, and we
That
are
sounded
going
meaner than I
to
intended. I was really glad Vince was here. It was really fun. I love Vince.
we're going to try to dig ourselves out of the hole that was left behind. Let me recap for everyone who doesn't remember.
Yeah.
So, last session, Ishana, a badass boxer woman who has kind of retired and become a blacksmith, went out on a mission with her forecaster friend. Uh, uh, what was her
Ellie.
name? Ellie.
Ellie.
Ellie. They went out to survey ahead of the tribe because they were trying to get around the dragon lair. The dragon is in a corrupted, frozen cavern, and we wanted to avoid that at all costs. So the storm was moving east, north, and we thought maybe we could venture. And it was a hell of a trip. I think we learned last session that you don't have a character with one wits lead an expedition in which every time you
No.
undertake a journey, you have to roll wits
No.
because it was one bad roll after another. But we kind of rolled with the punches. You know, they got caught in quicksand. They got
Popped a shoulder out of place.
popped a shoulder out of place. Came across a fortress that was under siege. We decided it was dragon slayers versus dragon cultists. So we've established that Keha, the ice dragon, has a little cult that has been
Okay.
following them around. And eventually, those dragon cultists came after Ashana. They found this cart that the cartographers wanted them to retrieve. And while they were fixing it, the dragon cultists came upon them. They fought them back. But even though the cart was fixed, they realized that the tribe was probably being attacked by the cultists. So they went back. They fought off the cultists. Most of them were killed. Some of them ran away. The dragon slayers decided to join us and kind of help out with the promise that we would help them defeat the dragon. But
Oh god.
that evening, the storm rolled in. The storm moved south, and we kind of ended the session saying that we were kind of caught in the storm. I think after thinking about it for a week, I don't think we would completely be caught off guard by the storm. So we should
Right.
probably do some rolls to determine just how bad it is, right?
Yeah.
So
Like they
go ahead.
definitely have guards up. They definitely
Yes.
have people on watch. Like you can't not.
So let's set the scene a little bit, Allegra. You know, Ishana has returned to the tribe, fought off the dragon cultists, probably goes and sees Alba and
Yep.
their adopted son Quinn, and set the scene. What happens when the alarm bells start ringing, and we know we got to get moving now.
Oh man, I think Ashana's gonna like poke her head out the side and see see if she can see the wall of the storm. And if she can, she's just gonna like grab the like most essentials and chuck Quinn out and grab Alba and just start like booking both of them as fast as she fucking can.
Yeah, I think her, along with much of the tribe, kind of realizes
Yeah.
they're scrambling. I think it makes sense for you to face danger
hmm
to properly get out of here in a timely fashion. So we're moving with speed and agility. It sounds like so you're gonna roll plus edge.
Can I make an argument for Iron?
Sure, sure.
I'm bodily carrying my wife and propelling my 10 to 13-year-old son.
So you literally like on each shoulder you've got.
I kind of have the idea of like she's got one arm like wrapped around Alba's waist and is like has her kind of up, and then like she's just got Quinn under one armpit and just like pushing him forward
Right.
because she's got like big old hands and she's like, all right, you're tiny, we're going.
Yeah, that makes sense to me, honestly. We're going to roll iron. You have convinced me. Let's do it with aggressive action. You are going to
Right.
be moving.
Just full mom rage.
Yep. Rolling with
No
iron.
modifier.
I don't. Well, let's
Weak hit.
see. Yeah, no. There's no reason for for a plus to that.
Yeah.
Weak hit. Okay.
Okay.
On a weak hit, you succeed but face a troublesome cost. You are
Okay.
delayed. You are
Nope.
tired or hurt. You are dispirited, or you sacrifice resources.
I th- I think either dispirited or sacrifice resources makes the most sense because we're leaving a lot of our stuff behind and it's gonna get swallowed up by the storm, so there's not really any way to go back to it.
Yeah, I
But I
agree with you.
also
Yeah.
think like there's the danger of like the storm's coming. I don't know if I'm gonna get both of them out, and that's scary.
I think
Um,
the supply makes sense because I feel like a lot of the tribe will probably have to leave things behind. So
yeah.
we'll say that your supply needs to go down by 1,
Okay, down to 2.
and that's it. But you do successfully grab your
Okay.
child and your loved one, and you start kind of booking it. This is going to be, it's not just going to be a 5-minute trek. I mean, the tribe has to
Right.
keep moving to get the hell out of here. Let's first ask the Oracle, how caught off guard is the tribe?
Right.
Uh, what do you think? I think 50-50,
Ah,
51 or
yeah.
greater, the tribe was not caught off guard and has most of its supplies and the things it needs and stuff. What do you think?
I think that makes sense
Okay.
because I don't think like they were keeping like a crazy eye out for the storm just because they just fought off cultists and they were kind of trying to recuperate but still keep normalcy. But I
Yes.
also don't think it's entirely unlikely either.
All right. Give me a D100 roll, and 51 or greater,
All right.
things will be okay.
31. Nice.
71. So the
Okay.
tribe is mostly able to, hear the alarm bells. They know what to do. They're trained to do this. They
Yeah.
get up, they run, and they begin traveling. Now, if we look at our map, the
Mhm.
closest hex from that eastern kind of deserty area would be
No.
this area that has that SV, and that stands for the Savage
No.
Village.
I
That
don't want to go back
I
there.
think it was Half who was able to kind of
I
creep
know.
past it and didn't see anybody. But
But
we're
my
in
shadow's shit.
so we're in that territory. We'll say
Yeah.
that a couple hours have probably passed before people are feeling somewhat safe.
Mhm.
I think that the goal of the tribe should be to reach the middle hex, which that MDZ stands for a magical dead zone.
Oh, that's right. That's
That
right.
Half also discovered. So
Yeah.
I think we should undertake a journey. Normally, when
Mhm.
you undertake a journey, you want to set how difficult this journey is. I think we'll just do one roll to kind of determine the overall experience, right?
Yeah.
So you do have the tribe with you, so you can roll +1,
Okay.
but you will be rolling with wits.
Wits, yeah. That makes sense.
Okay, Shauna is not that
Okay.
witty, so let's see how we do.
No, she's a himbo through and through. Strong hit! Yes!
Okay,
I
good.
must protect my fucking family!
Exactly. You reach a waypoint.
Okay.
Then choose one. You may make use. You can either mark progress, or you can mark progress and take +1 momentum, but suffer 1 supply.
Um,
So just progress or progress and 1 supply. Now the thing is that because this undertake a journey is kind of just a general, there's not really anything we can make progress on.
yeah.
Help tribe forge new path around Chaos Frozen Cavern. This is kind of part of it, but
Yeah,
it's
sort
not
of.
really part of it.
It's just like it's kind of moot now that we're going going back.
Yeah, I think if you want, you could just take +1 to momentum if you'd like to do that, as opposed to.
That's Yeah, I think that's what I want to do.
All right, so increase your momentum to 6,
Okay.
but we do come upon a waypoint.
Oh,
Let's roll for it.
yes.
Because it
Is
was a
it
strong hit, it's not going to be the Savage Village. This is a
okay.
7-mile hex, so there's plenty of room. But let's
Yeah.
roll 2 D100s and see what we come up with.
I feel like Half also was like, "Hey, don't
Oh,
go over here.
true. Yeah,
And he's got enough, like, knowledge, and he's got enough sway within the tribe now that he can be like, "No, no, 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 no. I saw these people. We're not touching that right now."
the tribe is on thin ice navigating
Yeah.
these waters here.
Alright,
So
so
let's
we've
see.
got an 11 and a
Okay,
62.
so for the action of this place, it is a
Okay.
break. 72.
62, 62.
Oh, 62. Family break or break family. It was a strong hit, so it's we don't have to think in the negative.
Okay, good.
But this is a family break.
Oh, maybe it's somewhere that, there's, an outcropping or, like a like a what's the word? Gosh. Ring of trees, open field. There's,
Oh, like a grove or like a
yeah,
meadow?
yeah, that's big enough that everyone can kind of, like, sit, take a breath,
Yes. Yeah.
like, gather ourselves a little bit.
Yeah.
And it's far enough. It's, like, on the edge of the hex where Half's like, "Okay, like, we should be okay away from the
Right.
savage village."
Right.
And so everyone kinda, like, gets to take a break and, like, gather themselves, I guess.
That makes sense. We were not able to really take a an evening's rest, so maybe now we can. So let's make
Right.
camp.
Yes.
We're
Yeah,
gonna
yeah, yeah,
make
yeah.
camp. Um, you're gonna roll plus supply.
Alright. Oh, did my supply go down 1 the last time
It
from
should be at
the
2 right now.
Okay, 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 okay. Cool. Yes, it is a 2. Alright, so roll
You're gonna
supply.
roll supply to make camp.
Submit.
Okay.
It's a miss or I can burn momentum.
Yes. On a miss, you
Um,
take no comfort and you pay the price, or you can make it a weak hit and possibly recuperate or something like that.
I think I think we have to make it a weak hit. There's been too much that's happened.
We need
I
a
think it
break.
needs yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so we're gonna make it a weak hit. There's a
So
way.
momentum goes down to 0
Yeah,
or
no,
2?
no, it just resets to 2.
Okay.
But you may choose one. You can either take one of your health, take one of your spirit, take one of your momentum, or add a +1 to your next undertake a journey. I think we will be in a way undertaking a journey because we do want to. The tribe wants to get back to that center hex,
Right.
but
Um,
some of your supply is kind of low.
my supply's pretty low, my momentum's pretty low. So it was health, spirit, supply,
Health, spirit,
momentum.
momentum,
Oh, health, spirit,
or
momentum.
+1 to your next undertake a journey roll. So unfortunately,
Ah,
your supply is
supply's
not one
just
of
gonna
those
stay.
options.
That makes sense. Um, I'll say we'll take a +1 to undertake a journey because
Okay.
every time
Yeah.
it's wits and it's rough, so
We need as
we
much
need
help
that
as we can
extra
get.
little bump.
All right, so let's just talk a little bit about this camp this evening. We've just had a kind of a harrowing experience. We've kind of backtracked. I don't know if the tribe really sees backtracking in the same way that we might. Like they're just
Right.
trying to stay alive, right? So, but they're in a kind of interesting area. We have a lot of different things. We have these mountains to the south where that's where Ela famously went to go,
Ah,
find
rip.
the corrupted ice reach.
Yeah.
There, to the north, we know there is that dragon.
What's the CI on
Sea
the
is
on
the
the
corrupted ice reach. That's where
Oh,
we
okay.
we
Cool, 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 cool.
saw the stone tower and all that stuff.
Right, right, right.
So, um, is there anything said to the wife, to the kid? I would imagine they're probably pretty shaken.
Yeah,
Um,
I think Ishana's just in, like, management mode of, like, okay, is Alba comfortable? Is she, like I'm sure she's had, like, felt terrible this entire time and been having a really rough go of it. So just, like, taking care of her, making sure she has water, checking on Quinn and, like, looking him over and making sure he's not hurt and telling him how proud I am of him and how well he handled that and, just trying to keep them both safe and happy and, like, close.
and I would imagine the tribe is obviously having like an emergency meeting to talk about what to do.
Yeah.
I think the most sensible thing is everybody wants to return to the center of the eye where it's safe.
Mhm.
This middle hex here. I'm sure half, though he is not our main character right now, probably warns them it's a magical dead zone. So any
Yeah.
ritual casters would be useless and that kind of stuff. But it is the safest thing. So I think that is probably a decision in the morning. They're gonna venture in that direction, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's gonna go from one hex to another. I think we might as well create um, a journey, undertake a journey. We'll call it troublesome. We want to get to the
Yeah.
center hex, the magical dead zone, and I'll make sure the audience can see. There we go. And we also have these dragon slayers too, who originally wanted
Yeah.
to go and fight the dragon.
Are they still with us?
Yeah,
Because
a part
the
of me
full
thinks that
like
they might want to return into the storm or something.
yeah. If they were in the fort,
They would want to
I
go
feel like
back
they
to
would
their
just wanna
fort,
go back to
right?
the fort. Yeah.
Let's ask the Oracle to see if the Dragon Slayers decide to keep coming with us. I think it's kind of unlikely.
Unlikely. Yeah,
Yeah.
I did too. It doesn't seem like
So
impossible, but I feel like there's a chance that a few of them might want to, but overall
roll a d100. If it's 76 or greater, they do want to return to their thing. No. So I guess they're
wait,
like,
hold on. If it's 76 or greater, I thought it was 76 or greater, they would wanna come with
well,
us.
generally 76 or greater is yes. So yes. So
Oh,
so so maybe you're right. Maybe I was saying it wrong. If it's 40, it means that they don't want to go with
they
us.
yeah, because then they would wanna go back to the fort.
All right. So even trying to reason with them, it just doesn't work, and they
Yeah.
say we got to head back. There is a small sliver of that hex that they could enter and not be affected by the storm, but
Mhm.
yeah, they're gonna be turned to iron, going back into the storm. But that's what they want to do.
Yeah, I feel like Ishana tries to, like, thank them for helping, especially because she pounded down the door and was like, "Hey, get the fuck out here," and was the one that dragged them out into it,
That's
so
right.
I
She
think
did.
she
She did have some coarse words for them.
I think she definitely is like, "Hey, sorry, but appreciate it."
All right, so we're undertaking a journey. This is kind of the whole tribe, but let's think about it from kind of Ashana's point of view.
Mhm.
Um, we are going to roll plus wits, and I think you can add plus
I have a
two
plus. Oh,
because of the previous one, and you are with a bond, which is the tribe.
yes.
So this
Alright.
should hopefully be good.
It's like rolling iron, but also there's a chance I will fuck it up. Weak hit!
Okay,
Good enough for
that's
me.
good. Let's see. On a weak hit, you reach a waypoint. You mark progress, but suffer one supply. So I am going
Whew,
to move your
supplies are
progress up to 3,
alright,
but your
I'm going down to
supply.
1 supply.
All right, you have one supply. So let's roll 2d100 to
Okay.
determine the action and theme of this waypoint we reach.
We have a 66 and an 84.
All right, you want that 84 for the action or the theme?
Um, action. Sure.
For the action, it is follow. 66
Follow.
is community. Follow community.
Follow community. I think that to me that sounds like they're all, coming together and working together and working as like a full community to be like, "Hey, this is the way we should go. Like this is what's going to be best for everyone." I think even with all of the disagreement between like the cartographers and the ironmongers and like the forecast, like everyone, like the disagreement that everyone has, I think at the core of it they still want everyone to
Yeah.
survive, and this kind of tumultuous last 12 to 24 hours has kind of brought them all together, and it's making them work as like a team more than they usually do.
Okay, I like that. And this hex that we're in is kind of It looks like there's trees and a little bit of
Mhm.
like mountain, so maybe it's a little hilly. But the point
Yeah.
is maybe they have to kind of not single file, but maybe they have to kind of bunch up a little bit more, so they're kind of
Mhm.
following each other in rows. Kind of
Yeah.
traversing through some of this area. Okay, great. So they do that. That is progress. We've got 3 progress. We just need about
Nice.
3 to 6 more to kind of complete this.
Yeah.
Let's continue to undertake a journey unless you'd like to try something else, like secure an advantage or gather information.
Hmm. I feel like Ishana's trying to say it pray it blah, 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 play it pretty safe right now because she's still just trying to keep Quinn and Alba together
Okay,
and safe. So I think undertake a journey is probably still the most that.
makes sense. You're going to roll plus wits, +1.
Oh, right, because 'cause I'm with the
Yeah, as
community,
long as
thank
you're with the
goodness.
tribe, you're going to be rolling +1.
Alright. Another weak hit.
So, same thing again. Your supply is going to go down to 1, but you reach another
It's down
waypoint.
to 0.
Okay, so reduce that to 1. We're going to mark progress
It
here.
was already at 1,
Da-da.
so supply is a 0
Oh,
now. We
yes,
have none
yes.
supplies.
Thank you. Okay,
Whew.
let's roll 2d100 to determine what we come
Alright.
upon.
Roll 2D100. We have a 51 and a 66 again. So I
Okay,
guess flip the 66 to the action now.
okay. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna read from a location and a location descriptor.
Oh, cool. Oh,
So
perfect.
for the 66, it is a valley,
Ooh,
and 51 is a protected valley.
protected
A
valley. Oh,
protected
that's so
valley.
nice.
What is a protected valley? Who is it protected
Okay.
from?
So we're in the hex that's
The Savage
the
Village is
magical dead
technically
zone.
still no, no, no. We haven't.
Oh, we haven't reached that
We're
yet.
undertaking a journey to get there, right?
Right.
So this valley is protected.
Mhm.
You rolled a weak hit, so it wasn't a miss. So it should be something positive. So I don't think we
Yeah.
come upon these savage villagers. But what else? Do you want to roll to see what kind of randomly is protecting this village?
Yeah, let's roll for it. I like rolling for it.
Okay, let's do. Let's see. Okay, 51 or greater. It's human,
Okay.
not 51 or greater. It's like maybe
Something else.
something else. Yeah.
Cool.
Roll the d100. Let's see.
72.
72.
It's
Okay. So it's something human like. Could be
okay.
humans, could be elves, could be something along those lines.
Can we have a nice treant this time?
We could. We didn't roll we didn't roll to achieve something other than human, but if
Oh,
you'd
that's
like
right,
to,
that's right.
we could. I'm fine with just kind of going with something you're into.
Let's let's say maybe there are some, like, savage villager defectors,
Okay. All
and
right.
they're kind of, like, just making it out on their own in the valley,
Okay,
and they've kind of they
describe,
know.
yeah, describe the coming upon these people, interacting with them.
So I feel like they know, like, the way that the savage village works, and so they've kind of found a way to hide themselves within this little valley. Um, I think they've kinda, like, made their home within, like, how in valleys there are, like, big old rocks that have kind of come down? I feel like they've kind of, like, hidden themselves within those rocks
Okay.
in a safe way that doesn't, if there's a storm or something that they're not gonna get crushed. But, I think that they're very, like, hidden and well obscured, but they're, like, kind.
Hmm. Yeah. Do you think that they leave the tribe alone, or do they interact with the tribe?
I feel like maybe they interact with, like, 1 or 2. Like, there are people who are kind of scouts or lookouts,
Okay.
who know that they're not from the village, um, and they're kinda, like, checking them out.
Okay, so they go. So like one, an emissary, an ambassador, or something goes and
Yeah,
speaks
yeah,
with
yeah,
these
yeah.
people. They seem friendly enough. Um, if Ashana comes with them, we could attempt to gather information or something like that. Otherwise, the people come back and we're like, oh, they're nice enough, but they didn't really
No,
have
that's
much to
a
say.
yeah, I don't maybe maybe we can check in with them about, like, "Hey, do you know anything about medicines or anything that might be able to, like, help my wife?"
Ah, okay, interesting. Yeah, I think it's a great opportunity to try to advance the vow of helping your dying wife. So yeah, let's
Yeah,
gather information with them. You're going to roll plus wits,
okay.
and you are with the tribe, so you can add +1.
Alright. It's 1.
Oh.
It's a complication. Oh, no.
On a miss, your investigation unearths a dire threat or
Okay.
reveals an unwelcome truth that undermines your quest. Pay the price. So very quickly, roll a d100 and let's just see what the price is.
Okay.
We can kind of determine what that is.
That's a 60.
60. It is harmful. So
Okay.
a part of me thinks that maybe what the complication is that these aren't necessarily, well, they're defectors, but maybe they're like currently on the run. And
Oh.
maybe that savage village is kind of looking for them. Uh,
Yeah.
and we
Yeah,
could
yeah, yeah.
potentially run into them. It is harmful, implies that they could attack.
Yeah.
Um, I almost think what we need to say is that the tribe needs to somehow prepare for the worst, which is an inevitable confrontation with this,
With them.
right?
Yeah, I feel like like, she goes to ask about, "Hey, like, do you know anything about medicines?" And they're in the process of, like, throwing all their shit together and being like, "We have to get out of here. They're looking for us. They're close by." Um, and they're kind of they don't even really hear the question. They're just like,
Yes, yes.
we have to go."
They're a little manic.
Yeah.
Okay, so the tribe knows that these savage villagers are somewhere close hunting these people. I
Mhm.
feel like they would request some of their best warriors in the front,
Yep.
like Ashana, to help in case they come across these folks, right?
Right.
Okay.
So I think Ishana's gonna go to Ellie and be like, "Hey, keep an eye on my wife and my kid while I go fuck some shit up."
While I go to the front lines.
Yeah. Oops.
Okay, so they're going to go to the front. They're going to continue journeying. I think you're going to undertake a journey
Mhm.
or face danger if it's that inevitable.
I feel like given that it was a complication, it's pretty inevitable. So I'm gonna say we're gonna face danger. Mostly because I wanna face danger.
Yeah, and I'm almost thinking you could just enter the fray, which is a type of combat, but maybe we can still get out of it.
Yeah.
Let's try to face danger. How are we doing this? What attribute do we think we need to use?
I'm leaning towards a heart or iron because she's just, like, pissed and ready.
So she courageously goes to the front of the line.
Yeah,
Um,
I think she's sick of this shit. She's like, "Alright, it's been more than 24 hours of shit going wrong, and my kid and my wife are back there, and I'll be goddamned if I'm gonna let anything fucking happen to them."
exactly. Okay, so let's roll plus heart. No
Alright.
modifier.
Modifier. Weak hit.
Weak hit. That's good.
Alright.
On a weak hit, you succeed but face a troublesome cost. You are delayed,
Okay.
you are hurt, you are dispirited, or you sacrifice resources.
There are no resources to
Oh
sacrifice.
yeah, interesting.
Um,
You could definitely endure stress as this is stressful, kind of moving through this area.
yeah, I don't feel like she's gotten a whole lot of rest. I don't know if they've, like, actually come to blows yet, so I don't think health makes a ton of sense, but I think it's just, like, the stress of it is, like, building and building and building, and you know how when, like, you felt like shit and you've been so high strung for so long
Yeah.
that you're just, like, on edge and everything makes you, like, jump and you feel just insane.
Yes.
I feel like that's where Ashana's at right now.
Okay. So I think that you're going to reduce your spirit,
Okay.
and really what's left is for us to undertake a journey. We need to
Yeah.
we have 6 progress in this whole trying to get to the hex. We just need another 3 and we'll feel confident to end this. So you're going to roll plus wits and you can add +1.
Okay. Let's see.
Good. Weak hit.
We get okay.
You reach a waypoint and mark progress but suffer 1 supply. Now,
What do we do? We
because
have no
you are
supplies.
unprepared, let's see. There is
I love watching you switch books for
yeah.
this. It's so cool. You're like, I have this tome and this tome.
So, unprepared is marked when you're at 0 supply and out of supply. You and your allies share the same supply value. If you are unprepared, you cannot increase supply. For example, let's see. Encumbered. Doesn't really say what happens if you're already at
0.
0 and we suffer
Okay.
1 supply.
So what was the other part of it again? Sorry. So it's a weak hit. We
You
suffer 1 supply and
you can mark progress.
make progress.
You
Okay.
reach a waypoint, but you also suffer 1 supply. So how do we do this? Can you go to negative? No, you can't.
No.
I think maybe we just reduce your momentum.
That would make sense.
Yeah. So your momentum goes to 1.
Okay.
And we will mark progress, so that is a total of 9 progress.
What? So fast.
Yeah,
We're
well,
almost there.
it's only a troublesome journey, so
Oh, okay.
that we make 3 progress every time.
Oh, that's right. That's right. That's right.
We go through. So,
I forgot.
let's decide our waypoint. 2d100s, please, to find
Alrighty.
out what the location is that we come upon.
We have a 72 and an 83.
All right, I always lose these damn. There we are. 72. A lake.
A lake. Okay.
An 83. A corrupted lake.
Ah, shit. A corrupted lake. Okay.
I think we could interpret this as like a lake that is
maybe like runoff from
yeah,
the.
it's like a still, like like it's not drinkable, it's not potable water.
Yeah. It doesn't have to be like mold corrupted.
No.
Yeah.
What is it like when the tribe comes upon this corrupted lake?
Oh man, I think when they come up to it, I think the smell hits first because you know that like when you've hit bad water.
Yeah.
It's a very, very distinctive smell, and I feel like it's just still in a way that water shouldn't be. And so I think they can see like the like rainbow film on the top of it and the plants that don't look quite healthy, and like maybe there's like a fish bobbing in it or two.
I was actually thinking, because this is the Savage Village's territory, there could be a couple of bloated bodies in there as well.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, or it's where they dump things
Yes.
that they don't use, so it's just like surrounded with refuse and like you said, bodies and just things that are not useful to them anymore.
I think we have made enough progress that you can now roll 2d10, and as long as both of them are under 9, we will complete this vow of getting the tribe back to the center hex.
All right. Odds are in our favor.
A 9 and
Weak
a
hit.
4, so that's a weak hit. That
All right.
is reaching your destination on a weak hit. You arrive but face an unforeseen hazard. Envision what you find. We can ask the Oracle.
I feel like there is this maybe we'll see. Let's see. There's like a village scout that's just like patrols the edge of the magic dead zone and he sees us.
Okay, I think that's legitimate, and I think that gives us an interesting challenge. So we make it, but Ishana does see this kind of savage scout. They probably have piercings and tattoos, and they look pretty fierce. And they see them dart off into the woods. What are we doing? Are we going after them?
I'm going to get them.
Okay.
They're gonna send people after us. Hell no.
I agree. They probably will. So
Just full on tank charging off into the forest after that bitch.
Let's see. How do we do this? You are going to probably face danger or secure an advantage.
Yeah. Ooh.
Now, is Ishana going by herself, or is she going to bring Ellie along with her?
I feel. What was our? Can I ask it? What?
Your bonds.
Bonds. There it is. I wanted to remind myself what Ellie.
Ellie is a forecaster, so she's a pretty good ranger and hunter.
Yeah, I feel like I'd bring her with, because I feel like she would like want the praise that would come with finding that that person and like keeping the tribe safe. So I'm gonna be like, hey, we're gonna go fuck this guy up.
All right, so let's first face danger.
Okay.
You are rolling either what stat are you using? Speed, agility, courage, aggressive action.
Aggressive action. 1,000%.
Now let's look at our assets here. Face danger. When you face danger or clash against a brawling attack, this isn't really that.
Not yet.
When you enter the fray, that's going to be coming up. Let's just say face danger without any kind of advantages. You're going to roll your iron, and let's see what we get.
Just like... Oh my god!
No!
No!
Oh boy. Okay, on a miss, you fail or your progress is undermined by a dramatic and costly turn of events. Pay the price. Now, we can either roll to pay the price or we can come up with what's obvious.
Yeah, I...
What is obvious to you that is a complication?
Okay. I don't like making things sad, but I'm gonna make things sad. So we're barreling headfirst into the forest after this person, and we run into an ambush, essentially.
There's more of them, right? There's more than one. Well, here's the good news. Let's ask the Oracle. Is there more than two?
Two.
I think it's...
Yeah. I feel like, 50-50.
Okay, 51 or greater, there is more than two.
Right.
And we'll just say it's like 3, if that's the case. Ooh,
46.
So there's just two of them. There was one kind of waiting for the other guy, right?
Yeah. So I feel like the one guy like ran and then flanked off to one side, and then as we're going towards him, the other one like pops up behind us.
Did they clever girl you? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I'm saying they clever girled us.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
I think what is obvious is you're going to enter the fray, correct?
Hell yeah.
Now, you do have a path called Bannersworn. When you enter the fray, bearing your banner, add +1 and take +1 momentum on a hit.
Mm-hmm.
When you burn your momentum while carrying your banner in combat, take +1 momentum after you reset. Okay, so keep that in mind. So you're going to enter the fray.
What is my banner? I don't think I ever understood what that was.
Well, I think we can...
I know in like the old days.
You're an ironmonger, right? Ishana's an ironmonger. So she probably has some, image or... I mean, it can be whatever you want. It could literally be like a banner that she has on her back, like how the Japanese samurai, remember how they used to have like flags on their backs and stuff? Mm-hmm. It could be something like that. What do you think? I
feel like she has it like stamped on like a piece of her clothing. Like some kind of crest that she made up for the ironmongers, and then there's like a little bit for Quinn and Alba because they're her like big things in her life, and so
maybe like, she's got it covered with a cloak or something, and she like reveals it.
Yeah.
You about to be Bannersworn.
Let's go.
So you're gonna enter the fray with a +1.
Alright.
First, we have to set the challenge for this combat. So let's real quick go. We can erase this center magic hex thing. We're gonna say these Savage Village Scouts. Because there's 2 of them, it's a dangerous. I think it's dangerous. Okay.
Yeah, I do too.
Now that we've set that, we're going to. If you're facing off against your foe, you're going to roll. But if you've been ambushed, you're going to roll plus wits. And you did just say that you were ambushed.
I did. No, that makes sense.
You're going to roll plus wits plus 1.
All right. And it does make sense that
Yeah.
I would roll it tracks. I'm just sad about it. It's a miss, as I expected.
Okay, here we go. On a miss, combat begins with you at a disadvantage, obviously. You're going to pay the price, and the foe has advantage. So, real quick, roll a d100, and let's see what the price is.
Oh, shit. Hold on.
Things are getting dicey here.
Hey. 50.
A new danger or foe is revealed.
Son of a fuck.
Let's say my immediate thought is these savage villagers would maybe have a savage wolf with them.
That was what I was thinking too.
Okay, I'm going to increase this to a formidable challenge. All right, so this is a little more difficult than we're expecting. And the foe has initiative, meaning they get to go first.
Yep.
So you are going to clash. When a foe has initiative and you fight them in close quarters, you're going to roll plus iron.
Yes, good.
Real quick, let's look at your assets because
I think I have a plus 1 somewhere.
When you face danger or clash against a brawling attack, add plus 1.
And momentum. Okay.
So you can roll iron plus 1.
Let's go.
This is what Ishana was built for.
Oh my fucking god!
This is what Ishana was built for, and we cannot roll a good dice. Oh boy. Okay. On a miss, you are outmatched.
Punch things!
You must pay the price. Roll another d100.
Bitch.
Oh boy.
I don't want to kill. I just want to be happy with my wife.
It forces you to act against your best intentions. It forces you to act against your best intentions. So what is the scenario where these 2 savage villagers and a wolf coming upon you and Ellie forces you to act against your best intentions? Either you have to... What do you think?
I think our best intentions are to, like, catch and beat their asses and don't let them follow us.
Yeah.
But I think knowing that we're outmatched makes us...
have to retreat, huh?
Yeah. Like, we have to turn back a little bit.
Okay,
I don't know if we go all the way back.
Yeah, so you guys are...
Or even, like, call out, like, turn back enough to call out for, like, reinforcements.
You are returning, you are calling back, but they still have the initiative, so they are going to continue to harass you. You are going to clash again.
Yep.
Roll plus iron.
Do I still have plus 1?
Hold on real quick. Let me see. Yes, you do still have plus 1.
Okay, good.
So at least you have that.
I want to punch something in the fucking face.
Opportunity! Hell yeah. On a strong hit, you inflict your harm and choose one. You have the initiative. You can either take 1 momentum or 1 additional harm.
So I think I get a momentum for hitting.
Yes.
So I'm up to 2, and then so I can take momentum or I can hit him again. So I inflict harm already, and then I can either add momentum or inflict harm again.
Yes.
I'm fucking frustrated, and I want to hit him again.
Okay, so we're gonna mark 2 progress. You inflicted 1 harm, and now you've inflicted another harm. What does it look like? You're running away, but then some opportunity appears where you manage to get them a little bit.
I feel like she. Oh man. So I think either they're focusing on Ellie, or there's like a rock that I can duck behind really quick, and as they run past, just like clock them.
Nice.
And I have like those like gauntlets like Eli was talking about, so it's just like a cling.
So you managed to knock one of them. Maybe the other 2, maybe the wolf and the other guy are distracted by Ellie or something. So you're one-on-one with a guy, and you have the initiative, so you can strike.
Yep.
Let's see. Once per fight, when you risk it all, you may steal initiative. Nope, that's not what we're doing. or you could try to battle, which is kind of a kind of wrapping up this combat quickly. I think probably a strike makes the most amount of sense.
Yeah, I think so.
All right, let's look at your assets. Do you have a
I don't think we have
strike?
anything with strike.
No.
No.
Okay. You are rolling plus iron.
Okay.
Let's see how you do.
Do I have any modifiers because of
I
the banner?
don't
Oh no, that's
think-
just with Clash.
Yes.
Or okay. We
Okay.
hit.
You inflict your harm, but you lose initiative. So
Okay.
you manage to get a couple of another good blows on this guy, but they're tough, they're wiry, and it's now their turn. So they are going to clash with you. Please roll iron.
And this was the one I have a +1 on.
Yes.
Strong hit.
Yes. On a strong hit, inflict your harm and choose one. You may either inflict additional harm or gain momentum.
Oh man. I think
Right now you have 4 progress on this formidable enemy.
so. If I hit him twice, it would be 6.
It would be 5.
5. I think I want to do the harm and then take the momentum because I feel like the battle rage is like clarifying a little bit in the sense of like, okay, you got like your one like big hit out of the way, now play smart so you can finish this.
So you are going to get that momentum because of your assets, so you can increase your momentum. And I increased the progress.
Okay.
Let's say that you kick this one guy's ass, and now there's 2 left. There's the other guy and the wolf. So you go after them to try to help Ellie. You
Just
have
kick
the
that one down and haul ass.
You have the initiative. You can either find them and strike at them, or you could try to secure an advantage of some kind, which would give you a +1 on your next roll.
Okay. I think Ellie. Do we think Ellie's holding her own, or does she need?
I don't know.
Let's ask the Oracle.
Okay, all right. So how likely do you think it is that she can hold her own between a wolf and another dude, savage villager?
Okay, well, she's a forecaster, so she's pretty fucking tough.
Yeah.
But it's a wolf and and a dude. So I feel like unlikely.
So a 76 or greater, and she is holding herself.
Holding her own pretty well.
Holding her own.
Let's see. 71.
Ooh, okay.
I feel like she's trying, but they're gaining on her.
Okay, so they basically probably, pinned her somewhere, or they've got her cornered, and you kind of come upon the scene.
Then I don't think I would think to secure an advantage. I think I would see my friend in danger and just go.
So you're gonna just go right into it. So
yeah.
Let's see. You could try to battle, which would kind of wrap this up a little quicker, because end the fight is a progress move.
Yeah, I don't think we're quite there.
Okay, so it sounds like you want to strike.
Yeah.
Roll plus iron.
No modifier. Strong hit.
Nice.
This is what I was built for.
You are going to inflict 1 harm, and you are going to retain the initiative.
Cool.
Does the asset say anything about strike? No, just face danger and clash. Okay. So your progress goes to 6, I believe.
Yeah.
Let me go real quick to here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go to 6, and you still have the initiative.
Cool.
What are you doing?
I'm still fighting him. I think strike is still.
Okay.
Wait, hold on. Can you remind me what battle is? Sorry.
So battle, when this battle happens in a blur, envision your objective and roll. If you primarily fight at range, you roll edge. If you're fighting depending on your courage, you roll plus heart. So you choose which stat you want to roll. And then on a strong hit, you would gain +2 momentum. On a weak hit, you achieve your objective, but without a cost. On a miss, you're defeated and the objective is lost. So this isn't necessarily to bring the fight to a close. This is to have like a certain objective. Like I want to get rid of the wolf, or I want to
Okay.
maim, the guy or something.
Can we try battle?
Yeah, sure. What is your intention? What is your objective in this battle?
I think my intention in this part of it is to get rid of the wolf because I feel like that's like I think we like the two of us can take a dude, but I think the wolf is like an unforeseen kind of added danger that we weren't prepared for.
Okay, and then what stat do you think would be best for that?
Either hard or iron, probably.
Okay, I mean, if you're just looking to come up and bash the
Clock
dog,
it,
the
yeah.
wolf in the back of the head, iron makes sense to me.
Yeah, I think it's just one of those moments of like drop the shoulder and just pile drive into
Got
the
it.
wolf.
Got it. You're trying to overpower your opponent. So roll plus
Yeah.
iron. Let's see how we do.
Weak
Okay,
hit.
good. On a weak hit, you achieve your objective, but not without cost. Pay a
Okay.
price. So roll a d100.
It is a 1.
Oh, interesting. Roll again and apply that result, but make it worse.
That's such a dick move. Like, hey, do it again, but it's worse this time.
If you roll this result yet again, think of something dreadful that changes the course of your quest and make it happen. Okay,
All
roll
right.
another
I'm rolling
d100.
one again. 62.
62.
God damn.
It is harmful.
Okay, well, I think I was gonna initially say that like she gets kind of like nipped by the wolf, but I think in the struggle, the wolf like clamps down on her arm and just like doesn't let go,
Yeah.
and she finally like bashes it off, but she's
Yes.
pretty bloodied and pretty wrecked. And it's like the same arm that she like
Oh,
dislocated her
yeah.
shoulder,
That's right.
so it's like subluxed, so it's not all the way out, but it's partially out, and it hurts like a bitch.
I think because it's twice, you need to reduce your health from 5 to 3. It'll go
Yeah, that
down
makes
2.
sense.
This is technically, it's not really a progress move. You have eliminated the wolf,
Okay.
but we still need to make progress to finish this. So you and Ellie are facing down this last savage villager.
Right.
What are you going to do to bring this battle to a close? You could try to end the fight now, but that would mean rolling 2d10 against your 6 progress.
I don't feel comfortable with that.
Okay.
I think it's just continuing to strike.
Uh,
Unless there's something else.
Yeah, I guess you do still have the initiative. It doesn't say anything about losing the initiative. Yeah, let's just strike. Roll plus iron.
Okay. Weak hit.
Okay. You inflict harm, but you lose initiative. So
Makes sense.
goes up to 7 progress, but now they are going to fight against you. Now,
Yeah.
they are going to clash against you, but once per fight, when you risk it all, you may steal initiative from your foe to make a move. When you do, you can add +1 and take +1 momentum on a hit. So you could attempt to strike at them while they're trying to strike at you.
Yes.
Okay. You are going to turn the tide. You may roll iron +1.
Nice. Cause
And
clash.
hopefully, and actually, yeah, no, just +1.
All right.
We're turning the tide. That's where you're getting that +1 from.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, come on. Another weak hit. I'll take it.
Let's see. You will take +1 momentum on the hit,
Okay. Nice.
and you will inflict your harm. So that's now 8,
Nice. Okay.
but you lose the initiative.
That's okay. I still punch him in the face.
Yes, so make sure you increase that momentum. But
It's up, yeah.
they are going to clash against you. Roll iron one more time to see what happens. Do
we get a +1 on this one because it's clash?
Yes.
Yes. Nice. One day I'll remember all the rules to this and it'll be great.
the assets are hard to remember.
Weak hit again.
Okay. You inflict your harm, but then pay the price. Your foe still has the initiative. The good news is your progress is real high. As soon as you get the initiative, you're going to be able to do it. So roll a d100. Let's find out what the price is that you are going to pay.
Okay.
This is a tough
97.
little bastard.
Ah, yes.
A friend, companion, or ally is put in harm's way.
Fuck.
So
Ellie's.
Yeah.
He like gets Ellie on the ground and is like going after her.
Okay. Maybe even stabs her once or something.
Yeah.
Nonetheless, he still has initiative. We're gonna clash again.
Yep. Because I'm trying to get him. I'm trying to get him off.
Yep, you're trying to get that initiative. You
Yeah.
want to roll a
All right.
strong hit. You have +1.
This one. Come on. 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 Come on.
Oh
Son of a
no.
bitch.
Okay, on a miss, you are outmatched and must pay the price. Your foe still has the initiative. Do we want to pay the price, or do we know kind of what happens here? I don't think Ellie necessarily has to die, but maybe
Okay.
they fall unconscious. You know, maybe they
Yeah, like
strike at her and she falls
he, like,
unconscious.
just backfist knocks her out. Yeah.
All right, so what's next? What are we doing? This kind of wiry savager is is looking.
Oh man. What are we at? Are we at a 9? Oh, I
You're
have to
at
have
a
the
9,
initiative.
but you have to have initiative, so you've got
God
to take
damn
it
it.
from him.
So what can I do? I just have
I
to
mean,
keep
basically, you're going to
clashing
clash
him?
with them again.
Yep,
Yeah.
let's keep going.
All right, roll another plus iron.
Oh man, so he knocks her out and I'm just like wide stance low ready. Strong
Finally,
hit!
you inflict her
Yes!
harm, and you now have the initiative. Let's say you take you're going to take +2 momentum because of your asset.
Oh yeah.
And you are now at a 10, actually.
We're
So let's
grinding
end
it
the
fast.
fight. You're going to roll 2d10, and let's just hope that they're both not 10. An 8 and a 3. That's
We're
good.
fine.
That is a strong hit. On a strong hit, the foe is no longer in the fight. They are killed as appropriate to the situation of your intent. So describe to us how you bring this battle to a close.
So he's like got Ellie on the ground. She's unconscious. I'm like low, and I think he's gonna try and like swing, and I'm gonna just duck under and like pick him up and knock him into the ground and like hit his head on a rock.
Nice.
And then like one more punch just to be sure.
You hear the crack of the skull, and you're like, yeah, I'm pretty sure this person's done.
Yeah.
Okay. So the
So then
dust is settled. Yeah.
I'm gonna like set my shoulder back in place and pick up Ellie and try and get back to the tribe.
Okay. I think that it's easy enough to return to the tribe. Let's just face danger once, because you are wounded. You know, you're not in the best of health. You're
Throwing my
having to carry
unconscious
somebody.
friend.
Yeah, let's just face some danger and see just how difficult this is. You are going to, I don't know. I guess you're using aggressive action, strength, endurance. That's iron.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay.
Of just like you you got your shit rocked. You got to keep going.
Yeah. Good. Roll
Let's
plus
see,
iron.
Weak hit.
Okay. You succeed, but you do face a troublesome cost. You are either delayed, and you're going to suffer momentum. You are hurt. You are dispirited, or you sacrifice resources.
There's no resources to sacrifice.
Nope.
So I think it's either like it takes a really long time to get back because we're hurt, or we just like get worse. What do you think?
Both are valid.
Yeah.
It's, to me, it doesn't matter which one. Whichever one you think is more narratively makes sense.
I think.
I mean, you're going to be bleeding profusely, right? You know.
Yeah, I think the hit to health makes the most sense because like I think in her mind she's like I gotta get back, I gotta get Ellie back, I gotta get her back safe, and and like regard for herself is utterly gone, and just like plow forward, keep going. Oh, why am I dizzy? There's the tribe, I gotta keep going. That kind of thing.
Roll, reduce your health to 1, and
One?
excuse me, 2. I'm sorry.
Okay, I was like, oh
reduce
no.
it by 1. That's what I should have said.
I was like, shit.
And because you would have theoretically lost so much blood, I think that it's likely that you might pass out by the time you reach the village.
Yeah, I feel like I pass her off, and I'm like, okay, good night.
Roll a d100, 26 or greater, and you do pass out.
Oh,
Oh,
an entire
it is
100.
100% guaranteed that when Ishana finally reaches the tribe, she just collapses onto her knees and falls forward, and people
Yeah.
rush to you. And it's time to take a break for Ashana. I think she needs a little bit of rest.
Yeah, for sure.
Um, I think that we can sojourn.
Mhm.
It'll probably take a couple days,
Oh, for sure.
right? So let's sojourn first, just to kind of determine, what this rest looks like.
Mhm.
You are going to roll plus heart, and you can add +1 because you are within the tribe.
All right, heart +1 for weak hit.
On a weak hit, you may choose one.
Okay.
You can either clear a condition. For instance, you are unprepared. You could clear that condition.
Oh, hold on. Whenever you
Ah,
sojourn and score a weak hit or miss, you may claim the rights of hospitality warranted by your title or lineage. If you do, roll all dice and then add 1. If you miss
nice.
your so so do I just roll
You're
like
going to re-roll +1.
+1? Okay, cool. What did you roll? I'm sorry. Can you
We
remind me?
rolled heart.
Heart. Thank you. And then +1.
And you share a bond, actually, too. So we'll say that your
Doesn't matter. I
action
got it.
score is 7, so it's a strong hit.
Yeah.
Very good. On a strong hit, you and your allies may each choose 2 from within the categories below.
Okay.
May each choose 2 from the categories below. Okay, so we'll say you can either clear a condition, recover, or provide aid. Clear a condition would be like getting rid of this supply thing.
Yeah.
Recover would mean that you could take +2 to your health, or +2 to spirit, or +2 to supply, or +2 to momentum.
I think I want some supplies again.
All right, so you have to clear the condition of being unprepared, and your
Yeah.
supply is going to go to +1.
Nice.
And then what is the next thing you want to do?
So I get 2 of those, did you say, or just 1?
Yeah, you can choose another one.
Then I think
So there's like larger categories, which is clear condition, recover, and provide aid. And within those, there are, subcategories.
I
Within
think
recover, there's,
recover.
there's take +2 to health, +2 to spirit, +2 to momentum or supply.
I think health or spirit makes the most sense. What are your thoughts, Serge?
It's not good to have low health.
Yeah,
I feel like you would have spent most of your time like bandaged and trying to
resting.
fight off whatever infection might be. So
Yeah,
I think health should be increased to 4.
cool. So shall it be.
And what is the recovery process for Ishana? What does it look like? Who's
I
with her?
think
That kind of stuff.
yeah, I think she, like comes to and is like being bandaged and like is a little disoriented, but then remembers like everything that happened. Uh, checks on Ellie, makes sure she's okay. Checks on Quinn and Alba. Uh, and like I feel like Ishana's like a shitty patient in that she's like, I have other stuff to do. I can't
Yeah,
recover. And
yeah.
everyone's like,
Well,
sit the fuck
right.
down. And she's like, no, no, no. And she's like huge, so it's really hard to get her to say still. But eventually, like, I feel like Alba's like the only one that can be like, sit down, don't go anywhere.
So you recover. It's going to take a couple days. Let's say it
Mhm.
takes. What do you think? 3 or 4 days.
Mhm. Probably
That
3 or 4 days to like make sure there's no infection and like
okay. That
recover the
means
exhaustion.
the storm is going to move twice. So let's
Mm.
roll a d8 and find out
Mhm.
what direction the storm is moving. The good news is that the tribe is safely in the middle, so they should be able to maneuver. But let's
Right.
roll a
Oh, did we
d8.
make it to the center hex?
Yes, we did.
Yes. Okay, cool. Nice. A 3.
3. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. That's southwest. So it's going to move. How do I do this?
Gonna keep going in the same direction, but a little west.
That doesn't make much sense. Let's see. This is the hardest part is when I move south. when I move like not the true directions, it's
Yeah.
hard to like
Like half
rematch
a
up.
hex down and half a hex sideways, maybe?
That's kind of it right there. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's southwest, and let's move one more. Roll another d8 as it's been 4 days of rest, and we move every 2 days. Again, three.
Same
Interesting.
direction.
So
So
same direction again,
we're gonna have to haul
down
ass
and
again.
over. So we're kind of in new territory. The good news is that the storm is heading south, which is kind of better land to be around. So we're
Yeah.
now in this center hex, which I haven't really determined what this light green with little specks means. What do you think
Mm.
that means to you in terms
Uh,
of what this territory is like?
I feel like it's like a plains, like a
Okay,
really like a wide, flat,
yeah,
open plain.
plains and maybe there's like rock outcroppings and stuff like that.
Yeah, or like copses of trees, but nothing really like foresty.
Yeah, pretty light when it comes to the trees.
Yeah.
Awesome. So we're kind of in new territory. We've moved away, far away from the dragon and from that savage village. So when Ashana comes to, we're definitely in a better place. So,
Yes.
with all of that said, Ishana is good enough to kind of get up and walk around, and we can. I think we can remove this defeat the dragon cultists because
Yeah.
they've left
They're
us.
they're frozen.
Right, they're gone. We want
Same
to
with the
find a way to
dragon.
alleviate Alba's illness. We want to help the tribe forge a new path. Um,
So I don't think that one really applies anymore either.
yeah, I'm wondering if we have to forsake that vow, or if we just roll to finish it. Let's see. When you renounce your quest, betray your promise, or the goal is lost to you. Uh,
The goal's technically kind of lost to us
yeah,
because it's back in the storm.
it is, but
Um,
it's not like a bad thing.
no.
I think we just need to we need to just fulfill this vow. Like,
Yeah.
we didn't get where we wanted to, but we got somewhere nonetheless.
Right.
So you have 5 progress on this currently.
Mhm.
Technically, you can roll 2d10 right now, and even if it is a miss, it's not the end of the world.
Yeah.
There might be a new complication of some kind, but let's just roll 2d10 and see what happens.
Let's do it.
A little unorthodox, but let's see.
A 2
Okay,
and a 10,
so it's
so
a
a weak
weak
hit.
hit. On a weak hit, there is more to be done, or you realize the truth of your quest. Envision what you discover, then
Okay.
mark experience. Because this was a formidable thing, you are actually going to gain 2 experience. So it's going to
Oh,
go
cool.
to 4.
Nice.
And we can clear this. We can clear the menace. And, what is the more to be done, or you realize the truth of your quest? What do you think that is in regards to, forging the path for the tribe?
So,
It could be as simple as Ishana should not be the one leading these
yeah, I,
expeditions.
I definitely think it's one of those moments of like self-reflection and being like, I'm not cut out for the leading of path things. I am a protector. I am not a uh a leader in that sense.
I think you're spot on with that for sure. So we have kind of a new chapter here for Ashana.
Mhm.
We could try to find a new vow, a new quest for Ishana, or
Mhm.
try to kind of pursue the bigger vow of helping Alba, or we
Yeah.
can roll up a new character. What are you in the mood to do?
I don't wanna roll a new character yet.
Okay.
I think we should hang out with Shauna more. Um, I would like to go talk to the cartographers because they have all the information. They're kinda like the information hub
Hmm.
of the tribe. So maybe I wanna go talk to I think building a relationship with a cartographer with the purpose of trying to find information to help Alba.
That makes sense. So you're going to be asking about, you know, uh, salves and things that might help with
Right.
a weak lung.
Yeah.
Okay. This would be considered progress towards finding the cure for Alba's illness. And what kind of a move do we think this is? Is this a gather information, a compel, a forge a bond?
I feel like it's forge a bond because I don't think she's trying to like intimidate anyone into anything. I think she's genuinely going into it with like a heart of like, I just want to help my wife. Help me help my wife, please.
So, when you spend significant time with a person or community, you stand together to face hardships or make sacrifices for their cause, you can attempt to create a bond. So, this is going to be over the course of maybe a couple more days of like,
Yeah.
hey, I'm a little bit of, I want to be indentured to you to get into your good graces kind of a thing, right?
Yeah. And I think an issue might be that she is an ironmonger, and so
Yes.
there is that like
And they're currently not on
discontent.
good terms.
Yeah.
You are going to roll plus heart,
Okay.
and let's see how you do.
Let's see how we do.
Let me also say before you do this, you have 4 experience that you can spend at any time.
Well, okay, so what does that mean?
So if you spend 2 experience, you can improve a current asset, or if you
Okay.
spend 3 experience, you can gain a new asset.
Ooh.
Yeah. So you could improve 2 of your assets right now.
Could improve too. So
Yeah.
what would that look like?
Well, let's see. You can, check any of the boxes that you
Okay.
like. It does say under empowered, when you forego your title or lineage and forge a bond as an equal, or when you swear an iron vow, you can add +1 and take +1 momentum.
I kind of like
Yeah,
that.
I like that too. It works with what we're kind of trying to go for here.
Of like dropping all like the pretense of being like this like badass brawler
Yeah.
and like coming to them and as a very like human person being like,
Yes.
look.
Yes. I
So I
don't. I
think
don't know anything. You guys know more than me. Yeah.
I'm a big dum dum.
Yes.
Please help me.
Okay. So we're gonna do that, huh?
Yes, I will spend 2, or is
Yes.
it is it
It's
it's
two
2.
experience. So
Yeah,
you
so we'll
still
go down to
technically have 2 experience to use if you'd like to.
okay. Um I think that's all I want to do with that for
All right. So
now.
you've spent 2 experience and you
Yeah, so now we're
have
down to
2 left.
2.
Looks good. So now, because you have selected that, when you forge a bond, you can roll +1 with your heart.
Nice. All right. Heart +1. Let's see what we get.
Ooh,
Strong hit.
nice.
Yes.
Make note of the bond. You will mark a tick on your bond progress track, and you can choose one. You either gain +1 to spirit or +2 to momentum.
Okay. So, do we need to have a new bond, or we haven't created the bond yet?
We will create a new bond,
Cool.
so we can, it could be a current ironmonger, excuse me, a current cartographer that we know, which I
Mhm.
think in Half's case,
That was Etta?
Edda. Let's take a look here.
Etta's kind of a bitch
Bond.
though. I don't know if Etta would be down with
Mona was a historian.
Mo,
Grandma
okay.
Avella was a
Oh
former
wait, Mona's
ironmonger.
the historians are the ones I want to talk to then, not the cartographers.
The historians,
Forgot about the historians. Sorry, historians.
I
I'm a
mean,
big dumb.
the historians are kind of more like record keeping. The cartographers are kind of the scientists of the.
Oh, I guess that's
I
true.
mean, if you want to justify the historians, you certainly can.
Oh man. I just forgot we had historians is my problem. Um I feel like it could go either way.
Let's stick with the cartographers because we can
Okay.
create a new cartographer. So we're gonna
Yeah.
increase your bond here by 1 because you've gained a new ally, and we're going to add a bond. Do you want to roll for their name?
Yeah. Let's roll for that
All right,
name.
roll the d100. Let's see what we get.
I'm bad at fantasy names on the fly. 44.
44. Do you want to find out their name or do you want to find out their disposition first?
Disposition first.
Okay. Their disposition of a 44 is suspicious, which makes
That
sense.
makes sense.
Yeah, they're suspicious of you. Now let's roll another d100 to find out their name.
95.
So they are suspicious of your loyalty, but 95 is Catania. That's a
Catania.
good one.
Yeah.
Catania. They are with the cartographers, and all right. So this is our new bond. They're
Yeah.
suspicious of us, but nonetheless, through proving ourselves on a strong hit, we do forge a bond with them.
Yeah.
Now that
I
we
feel
have,
like I come like multiple days
yeah,
and I'm like, look, I'm not trying to like fuck you guys over.
yes. Let's roll a d8 again to see where the storm moves.
Let's see.
8. It's going to move true
8.
north.
True north.
So we are now here.
Okay, so we're going back into some
Yeah,
lightly wooded
all the
areas.
weird stuff is to our northeast, but we're so far still in the clear. Yeah, it becomes a
Yeah.
little more woodsy here. Now that you have befriended them, are you
Mhm.
going to try to compel them, gather information? What do you want to try to do?
I think we forged a bond, and I think compelling them to like tell me things. Is that what I want to
Tell
do?
me your secrets.
Please tell me things.
Now, if
Um.
you attempt to persuade someone, which is what a compel is,
Oh wait, I take a +1 for spirit and a +1 for moment, or is it or a +1
are you saying because your
because I
bond,
forged the
you
bond?
can either
Yeah.
take 1 spirit or 2 momentum?
Ooh. I'm gonna take 1 spirit just to like make everything
Sure,
even.
sure. We have to serve our OCD tendencies. So
I just like patterns. It's not really OCD. It's just patterns.
if you want to persuade them, you can compel them, or if you're just trying to gather information, and your bond would give you a +1 on that gather information.
Yeah, I feel like compelling seems very
Mm,
like kind of like that would kind of go against everything I've been trying to like do by like just coming to them and being like, "Hey, help me." So I think compelling sounds like you're kind of being
yes,
shady about it. So
you're
let's
gonna
do
you're
gather
gonna roll
information.
plus wits, but you will
Okay.
have that +1.
All right. It's a miss, but if I burn momentum, it's a weak hit, so I'm gonna burn momentum.
All right, you burn that momentum, so you go
Down to
back to 2.
2.
The information complicates your quest or introduces a new danger. Envision what you discover. You can ask the
Okay.
oracle if you're unsure, but you will take +1 to your momentum.
Okay. So back up to 3. Um,
So what do they tell you that complicates things?
well, I think like an obvious one is that they don't know anything, but I don't know if that's maybe they have to point you in a different direction. Like maybe this is where we have to like they're like I don't know, but the historians might know. Like this like you might get like bounced between sources maybe
Possibly. I would also
or
say maybe they do know of a plant that when burned, helps alleviate, uh, you know, uh, uh, breathing problems. I'm thinking of like an aloe vera or something.
yeah.
But that plant is hard to find, or that
Yeah,
plant
yeah, yeah, yeah,
is
yeah.
only in a certain place or something like that.
Yeah, that would make sense.
So that
I
way
like
we have some kind of progress, but it's not perfect.
yeah, I that makes a lot of sense to me. The idea of it being hard to find.
Okay, so we decide that it's a plant of some kind,
Mhm.
and how do we make this achievable in some way? First of all, I do think that this is a little bit of progress, so we are going to
Yeah.
mark half progress
Nice.
on this because it's an extreme goal. The progress is only done in half, uh,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
right? So you have a plant that you have learned of. You know that it is either rare or it is hard to get to or something else. Do we want to ask the oracle to kind of define it better?
Yeah, let's do that. So we'll...
Let's see. We could.
Is it just like not a common plant, or is it in a weird place? Or...
All right, so let's just do 50-50. It's either uncommon
Mhm.
if it's less than 51. If it's 51 or greater, then it's just in a certain place that is difficult to get to.
Okay. Let's see.
Okay.
69.
So
Nice.
our favorite number. I think we get that almost every session. We get a
I
69.
think that tracks for us.
I know Vince definitely got a 69 last session. All right, it's somewhere that is hard to get to.
Okay.
Is that somewhere like mountains, or is it within range?
Oh man, I
'Cause
like the idea. Go.
it's just hard because like if we set it in a particular hex, it's like we have no idea if the storm is ever going to go to that hex.
Yeah.
So I think it should be something a little bit more common, like maybe it has to be in a certain kind of place.
Yeah. Like a specific kind of swampy area.
Yeah.
Like or it has to grow within a certain other plant in a swamp. Like you know how in like in trees sometimes there'll be knot holes and then dirt and stuff will fall in there and seeds will like grow out of it.
Like air plants or whatever might grow on trees.
Yeah. Like
Okay.
maybe it's that kind of thing.
So it's like an air plant that grows on other trees and it needs to be kind of marshy land.
Yeah.
So that's what we'll do. So whenever we travel with Ashana, if we come upon land that reminds us of marsh or swamp, we know, okay, this might have it. This might have it.
Yeah.
Okay. How do we...
Where can we record that so we
Yeah, I
remember
want to make a
it?
note of that. Maybe I'll just, in her box, I'll say, find marsh or swamps to look
Yes.
for plants. Yeah, that's what we have for now. Okay, so
Yeah,
that's progress. That's something. That's good. What is Ishana's next move? What does she want to do next?
What does
She
she
has
wanna
been
do
neglecting her job for a little while.
Yeah, I
Um,
have been a little bit distracted. Yeah, I think she's probably gonna go and try and gather some iron, like keep that job going and keep that place within the tribe secure.
Okay. Uh, we could attempt to test your bond with the Ironmongers. When your
Oh?
bond is tested either through conflict, betrayal, or circumstance.
Ooh.
Um,
That could be interesting because I'm
yeah.
talking to a
Yes.
cartographer.
Yes. So you're going to roll plus heart to see what the Ironmongers think of you.
All right. No modifier.
No modifier.
Weak hit.
On a weak hit, your bond is fragile, and you
Mhm.
must prove your loyalty. Envision what they ask of you, and do it. If you
Okay.
refuse or fail, you will pay the price.
Oh man. Okay, so
So first of
so they're
all, you've been gone for a number of days. You know, you went on that quest, and then you came back, and
then I got hurt,
yeah. So they're
and now I'm
like,
talking to a
yeah,
cartographer, and it's weird.
right. So it sounds like you're going to need to swear an iron vow for them. So they are going to ask
Yeah.
something of you.
Yeah. What? Okay, what do they
It could be
want
something
me to
within
do?
the tribe. It
Okay.
could be, you know, hey, we need you to find out what the cartographers are up to, or we need you
Oh,
to help us forge some black iron that we found, or
Yeah. Oh man,
if you
I
want, we can
think
roll a d100, you know, to ask.
can we roll a d100? I feel like I'm gonna...
Let's do the action and theme table. Roll
Okay.
2d100, and let's see if this helps us at all. A
95 and a 51.
Learn is a 95.
Okay.
51 is stranger. Learn stranger. Learn about a stranger.
What about a stranger?
This does kind of track with the whole, like, you know, getting good with
on...
the cartographers and...
Yeah, I think that's Oh man, that's gonna be tough for her because it's like at odds with her wanting to
Right.
be in with the cartographers to
Right.
help Alba. It's like they're like conflicting vows almost.
The leader of the cartographers, I think, is the what was his name? We had the guy that's like almost completely made of iron. The prophet,
Oh,
the Iron Prophet,
the
right?
Iron Prophet, yeah.
He's pretty strange. I don't know if
Yeah.
they want you to somehow
Like get
speak to
into
them.
contact with him.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe okay. Maybe it's one of those situations of like, "Hey, get in with the cartographers so you can talk to the Iron Prophet." And then and then Ishana's like, "Okay." And then maybe she's gonna try and find like a way to bridge the bridge the gap maybe. Maybe she's gonna like in her like for herself. Nah. I'm
I don't think the Ironmongers would care about making bridges. You know what I mean? They just
yeah.
want to amass power. I feel
Yeah.
like we have to quantify this as a vow, and I
Yeah,
think
yeah,
it would be
yeah.
something like, you know, steal something from them or learn something valuable from them and report it back to us,
Yeah. Um
or um,
I th-
learn stranger.
it's maybe
Maybe there's a cartographer that has like a ritual power
yeah.
that
Or
maybe learn stranger is like get one of them on our side, have somebody switch a side.
yeah, or maybe they have like the ironmongers know about like a source of black iron
Mm.
somewhere in the vicinity and they want me to go like find out where it is.
I think that is a totally legitimate quest or vow. I just also remember that Ishana is not the best when undertaking journeys.
No.
So it could, I mean, we could totally do it. Learn stranger.
Stranger. Oh man.
Maybe someone within the cartographers knows that there is black iron that belongs to them within the area,
Mhm.
and you've learned of this, and maybe the ironmongers are like, go and help
Go
them,
get it.
but we want it.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, but that's still I feel like that's still gonna go against my, like, I need to have an in with the cartographers. Or do I really need an in anymore because I
Well, yeah,
have the
exactly.
information I need?
Exactly.
That's, okay, yeah, 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 then
Okay.
that's what we'll do.
So how do we quantify this vow? What do we say? You make a vow to retrieve black iron and steal it from the cartographers?
Yeah, I think so.
Retrieve black iron and steal it from the cartographers. Let us swear an iron vow. That is a
Mhm.
move that we can do. Where is it? Okay. You are. You do have a bond with them, so you can roll +1, but you will be rolling plus heart.
Okay. An
Ooh,
opportunity.
good, good,
Nice.
good. On a strong hit, you are emboldened, and it is clear what you must do next. Take +2 momentum.
Nice.
So momentum goes to 5, and it's clear what you must do. I would even argue that the Ironmongers say, like, if you do this for us, we will help you find this plant or something. You know,
Yeah,
like we'll
that
have your
might
back,
yeah, I think that makes a lot of sense to me.
right? So that just gives you even more of a motive to do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or maybe even they were like, "We know the plant you're looking," or like, "We know what it might look like." Like, they
Yes.
might have extra information that I maybe didn't before.
Either way, your bond with the cartographers is probably going to be short lived as you
Yeah.
inevitably go to undertake this journey. I think this is a good place to bring the session to a close.
Yeah.
Next session, we can go and find this black iron. But yeah, I think we got ourselves out of trouble. We got into a little bit of
Ugh.
trouble, got back out of that trouble. It was a good session.
So stressful, so much fun. Oh, man, I love this.
Ishana is still alive, and we are a
Yes.
little bit closer to helping her lovely wife.
Yes. We all know I love wife.
we
Any
all
iteration of any character I play,
we all
I
want to
love
protect our
wife.
waifus.
Ugh.
Well, Allegra, thank you for joining me this session.
Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you
I always love playing with you, dude.
absolutely. Thank you for keeping the chaos going.
Yeah.
We're at the end of the session. Is there anything we need to plug or talk about before we close?
Oh man, we come back with Ashoka at the
That's
end of this
right. That's
week.
right.
Yeah.
So I didn't say at the beginning of this session, but this is all pre-recorded, so
Yeah.
this is not live. But
Unfortunately.
Wednesday you will have a guest as well, right?
Yes. Wednesday, Zakiya and I are going to talk about Hatshepsut, the
Nice,
Egyptian pharaoh queen.
interesting.
She's super cool. I forgot how much history there is to sift through. I've gone down many a rabbit hole on my research. I have too many notes and I'm still not done, but it's great. It's going to be so cool. Hatshepsut's dope as fuck.
That's awesome. So we have that on Wednesday, and then on Friday we come back with the Shoka. We're all very excited for that.
Yes.
But thank you guys for tuning in. Remember,
Yeah.
if you do love our stuff, we have a Patreon, or you could choose to subscribe to our Twitch. Either one would be a lovely way of supporting us. Thanks, guys. We'll see you next time.
Oh, wait.
What?
We have to roll.
That's right. Thank you. Roll a d6. Let's find out what's
Alright,
going
reroll on
on.
a 6.
Who the next player is. A 4.
4.
Now, if I remember correctly, it was Amanda Caleb, Aaron, Zakiya. So I think Zakiya will be with me
Yeah.
next time.
Nice. Yeah.
All right, cool.
Yay.
Till then, guys.
Thank you. Good night.
Bye.
Bye.
Whew.